Well, hey YouTube, it's the Micro Garden, and I'm really excited to come to you guys today with actually one of the discoveries. Now, last night I was just kind of messing around with some seeds. I know I do a lot of just random planting, not on camera, but actually off camera because I do enjoy it. I like that hands-on learning experience that you get when you're messing around with plants, and I love it in here. I just soaking up the oxygen and it feels great. But a lot of times I spend just time planting seeds. And recently I received some seeds from a viewer. They were mesquite tree seeds. And thank you, by the way, if you sent those. I do appreciate it. They're pretty cool. But for those of you that have never planted mesquite tree seeds, they are what's called a hard seed. And a hard seed is a really hard-shelled seed. Some of them are mesquite seeds. There's blueberry seeds. There's avocados. There is just a whole ton of them. Sensitive plants. The seeds are, that's just a very small portion of hard seeds. But they're really hard and they're shiny. And one of the only ways you can get them to germinate is by scarification, and that's by either taking like sandpaper or a knife and making, like, just kind of cutting them up a little bit, scratching that surface, because the seed itself, it won't absorb water. It will take, if you can get it to absorb water, it'll take months to absorb water. Another seed I just thought of is olive seed. I actually had some, and they're extremely hard to sprout because they're such a hard seed and they just don't absorb moisture because the shell is kind of oily and it resists all water. So one of the ways that I actually discovered how to scarify your seeds beyond scarification, actually get them to sprout relatively extremely quick, is with nail clippers. I just have just a regular pair of the larger, like, toenail clippers. And this is the only thing you're going to need, and some water, I guess. But what I'm about to show you is the before and after of some seeds. I already have had them in there for 24 hours. That's it, 24 hours. And then I have some right here. I have some mesquite seeds that I have not scarified or done anything to, and I'll show you the before and after to show you that this really does work. I'll bring you guys in close because they are really small seeds, and I'll show you how to do it, and then once you soak them, what they look like. This is just how I do it. It might not work for all seeds, so please, if it does not work for all of your hard seeds, don't come back here and just attack me. This worked for a couple seeds that I tried, so I'm not sure if it works for all seeds. Again, I've not planted all the seeds in the world, so you might be planting something that I have not planted. This worked for sensitive plants and for olives, and it also worked for the mesquite seeds. So I'm going to show you that really quick, but I just wanted to throw that out there, that if it does not work for you, or if somehow you damage the inner seed, I really do apologize. And like I said, this is trial by error, so if you fail at it, don't do that method again. Don't do this method again. Okay, so here I have one of the hard-shelled seeds. It's the mesquite seed, and as you can see, it's pretty hard. It's pretty shiny. It looks almost like a stone, like a little pebble. And this is a very hard seed. So one of the things you're going to want to do with all of your hard-shelled seeds before you try this method is you're going to want to locate the weak point of the seed, where the root is going to come out. And as you spin this around, you're going to want to find that right there. If you guys can see that white spot right there at the very tip will generally be, if it's not a well-rounded seed like this one is, it's going to be at the point. If they're not oval seeds, they're almost going to look like a corn kernel, and it's going to come to a point. It's going to kind of going to come to a point like that. And at the end of that point is that little white dot. This is where the seed was actually attached to the fruit at one point, or to the flower, or wherever, But this is where it was attached to the mother plant to receive nutrients. This is the weakest part of the entire nut itself, and it's actually where the root will come out when it's germinating. So what you want to do is you want to take your nail clippers here, and you want to simply take the nail clippers and attach it just barely. Now see, this is where the trial and error comes in, because sometimes you can clip a little bit too much off and it actually hurts the seed inside. But these are really thick shells, so you just want to take it and just don't apply a whole lot of pressure, but just take it. And I dropped it, but I can find it. And that was absolutely perfect. As you can see, it's simply broken off the outer shell, and a lot of people say, oh man, I hurt the seed inside. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. You broke off just enough to expose the inner seed. And when you put that in water, see this this is the outer shell that you just broke off. And I mean, you got to just trust me on this. I mean, there you can see the rounded shell. You did not cut the seed in half. You did not hurt any part of it. It's perfect. It's absolutely done just right. And I'm glad I did that the first time, because sometimes you can cut off a little bit too much and then the seed is ruined. But if you do it just how I described it, you have absolutely no problems. I'll do one more for you just so you can see. All right. So then you're going to come around here, get you to focus here. You're going to rotate the seed. You're going to look for that point. And I think I found it right there. There's that white spot. I'm just going to take the nail clippers here. And break just enough off that you've now exposed the inner shell right at that white spot. And you don't need a whole lot. And that's all you have to do. As long as you get that shell broken right there, that's good. You don't need to expose the entire shell or anything. It's totally done as is. Alright, so as you can see, this is the seed that I just pulled out of the water. This has been soaking for 24 hours. And as you can see, the proof's in the pudding. This is one that I just did. Have not soaked at all. Have not cracked at all. Have done nothing to. See, absolutely nothing done to it. And then this is one that I cracked the tip off of. And as you can see, it's actually sprouting a root already. That little nub right there. As you can see that little nub is a root. And it's after 24 hours. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. I hope you guys learned something. It's really cool to get to come to you guys when I discover something. So I will continue doing stuff, and when I do discover stuff, I'm going to show you guys what I find out. So hopefully you guys will try that, and leave in the comment box below when you do try it if it works, because I do want to know if that it applies to all seeds or just these ones, because like I said, I have not tried it with every single seed out there. So if you have some seeds that you know you have to scarify before you plant, such as passion fruit seeds or something, or olive seeds, try it and tell me if it works. So I'll talk to you guys later, and please remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.